What's going on, Packers fans? Aaron Nagler here, talking to you live after the Packers' 31-24 Thanksgiving victory over the Detroit Lions. A sweep of Detroit for the first time by the Packers since 2020. Absolutely love to see it. I guess week one wasn't a fluke. That's what I was told. That's what Twitter told me for the past 2 months. So many Lions fans, just wait till the Packers have to play a real team. I guess they didn't play a real team today then, because that's just another W for the green and gold. All seriousness, though, I mean, that was a hell of a game. I mean, Jordan Love with 4 touchdown passes, Micah Parsons yet again wrecking shop and proving his worth. But man, so many great performances from so many different areas. I mean, the big shout out obviously has to go to Dontavian Wicks. What a game. What a performance. The big game sealing reception on 4th down to salt the things away. But just on the day, Wicks with 6 catches for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. Man, Matthew Golden on the sideline. Savion Williams not able to go. You got Christian Watson dropping the previous ball, and you just come back and got man coverage. You got Wicks against one of their best defensive backs in Branch, and it doesn't matter. Big high point catch, ball game. Absolutely love it. Obviously, the defense up and down performance. Certainly, there were plenty of drives that the Lions were able to march and score points. You hate to see things like the missed tackle by Carrington Valentine. Certainly, there's some moments where you had him behind the sticks and Detroit was able to make up that ground, whether it's 2nd and 19 or even 3rd and long, able to erase those deficits. It's frustrating. I get it. But man, Detroit is a very good football team, and they do score points by the bushelful. And the fact that the Packers were able to limit them at home to 24 points and come away with a victory, give it, baby. Give it all to me, especially when you got Micah Parsons just absolutely destroying fools up front. The one down note on the day is Devontae Wyatt's injury. Clearly that looks bad. Matt LaFleur after the game saying, it doesn't look good. Feels sick for him. Probably done for the season. That really sucks. A guy who was coming up on a potential extension. Now who knows where they land. But overall, phenomenal day. Great day in Detroit. The Packers get a big victory over Dan Campbell and the Lions. And let's just say it, folks. Shout out to Matt LaFleur. Coming in to Detroit, knowing the opponent, knowing what he had to do as far as being aggressive. You saw so many instances today where he did keep his foot on the gas. Mr. All Gas, No Brakes was back in charge on the headset talking about how, hey, it's 4th down. They were 3 of 3 on 4th down today. The Lions 0 for 2. I'm not saying that's the ball game, but pretty indicative, right? I mean, Matt LaFleur grabbed it today and never let go. Great stuff from the head coach and the play caller. I'm sure we'll all be back here next week griping about something that LaFleur has done. But hey, man, that was outstanding stuff from the head coach on down. That's a great ball game. It's why you come out and you watch these things. Absolutely elated. I'm just so happy. That is a hell of a victory. And we talked a lot on Packers Daily these last couple of weeks about this gauntlet, right? Especially these 3 games in a row, divisional contests back to back to back. A team that was, basically one fingernail away from being, 0 for 6 against the division. Now they come back and they're 3-0 in the division. Obviously a big one next week against the Bears, but that's what you like to see from a team that hopefully is putting it together and heading in the right direction in the back half of the season. Still a lot to go, a lot of work to be done, but that is a victory that we get to savor now for what, 3-4 days till Monday when the Packers get back to work, baby. And yeah, I mean, hug a Lions fan today. They're mostly newish. There's some old school Lions fans. They're few and far between, but most of them are new and they've had control of the division now for a couple years. Now, suddenly reality's smacking them in the face and being like, wait, maybe we're not as good as we thought. And you're probably unsure how to handle it. I understand that. I get it. So be kind to the Lions fans in your life because they're probably going through it today. No question about it. Talking about going through it, let's go through your comments, your questions, everything going on Packers fandom wise, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? We got tons of people lining up. Andrew's starting us off. What's up, Andrew? Aaron, I agree with you that the rest of the games are so much more enjoyable with a W in your pocket. Go, Pack, go. 1,000,000,000%. Packers lose today, and it's like, oh, God, Lions are tough. They're at home. It's Thanksgiving. It's always a tall task. But you come in and you get this victory, man, this weekend becomes exponentially more enjoyable. All in. Love it. Of course, we all have to turn around in 24 hours and really root for the Eagles, but I can handle that, especially with the Packers dub in the pocket. FMCH, 1,000,000,000% correct. I think we found our effective O-line combo, certainly for this group. This year in 2025, this kind of combination seems to be working at a high level. Nothing's perfect. There's still plenty of, things to improve on and continue to hopefully develop. But yes, I think serious work has been done up front by this collective five, and really six, because you got to include Darian Kennard. The amount of extra linemen they've used these last 3 weeks, and I think they've been productive almost every game utilizing it, certainly seems to be a combination that can get them where they want to go. What's up, John Moore? How you doing, man? Screw Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Toyota-thon is my favorite holiday. Parsons and love, that is all. It's just funny to me that the whole Toyota-thon is taking on whatever it's taking on. Toyota-thon selling merch and all this stuff, and Jordan Love embracing it. I get it. The kid on TikTok who started all this is like, oh, he does well during Toyota-thon. You mean like the second half of the NFL season? That's all it is. But hey, if it works, it works. I'm all in. I ain't going to be a sourpuss about it. But yeah, Jordan Love's pretty great. He's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I'm sure we'll be back here again next week. Someone will be grousing about Jordan Love not being the answer or being mid or whatever. But if you needed any further evidence, just watch this game today about how fucking good Jordan Love is. Come on now. Pac-Man's, what's going on, man? Best coach game by LaFleur all year. Jordan Love, GOAT. Good game. I mean, yeah, it's an excellent game from LaFleur. As I said earlier, I mean, we've been waiting for all gas, no break, and that was certainly it today. And it doesn't mean you're dropping back 100 times. With Jordan Love threw the ball, 30 times today, right? Josh Jacobs had 17 carries, and there were a collection of other carries around that. I mean, it's a pretty good balance on the day. But yeah, Jordan was effective. What's crazy, too, is that Jordan was not much above 50%, 18 of 30 on the afternoon, or the morning, afternoon, what have you. It wasn't like it was a highly efficient game, but it was productive. And when he needed to be, he was locked in. And here's the other part. Still had a couple of drops, right? A couple of really excellently placed footballs where guys just didn't make a play. Guys start holding on to those. That efficiency is probably going to increase. But the production, certainly there. A passer rating of 124.2. Pretty good day at the office from Jordan. Oskis, what's going on? Thanks for being a Care of the G Club member. Happy Thanksgiving. Why was the passing game so much better today? Kudos to the Packers or poo-poo on the Lions. Go Pack Go from Oshkosh. I mean, here's the thing. As I was just talking about, I don't know if it was quote-unquote better. I think it was more productive. They hit some plays that maybe in the past they haven't really looked for. But, they were throwing the ball at times that when it was first down, where in the past, maybe past weeks, they would have been running the football. They took advantage of some early down stuff, certainly. And I think you can't really dismiss the play of the offensive line, because this is the second time. Let me just take a look here to make sure. But Aiden Hutchinson had 3 tackles on the day. No sacks. I don't know how many pressures he gets accounted for, but he was a significant non-factor. This is a guy who they just paid as their all-star premier pass rusher. His effect on the game was negligible. That's twice this year, because he did jack shit in week 1, too. They had a great plan. They executed. And when guys held on to the ball, they were productive. Moon Gloom, what's going on, man? Obviously, most important is the win, but it was an actual entertaining game, too. Also, that shot of the Lions fan with the turkey hat, I lost it. Oh, I don't know if you were on Watch Party, but yes, that was perfectly timed. Shout out to the Fox director who called for that shot. outstanding stuff. That was perfectly timed. So well done. Mimsy, what's going on, man? Best Matt LaFleur game in a while. Parsons trade is goated. I just want to call back to Moon Gloom and in connection with this, like, it was an entertaining game. Yes, it's entertaining because they scored points, right? But like last week was entertaining too. I know maybe you don't enjoy the run game or defense, but last week was just as entertaining, just in a different way. Embrace all of it. This is a team that can win a lot of different ways. That's what's excellent. That's what I love. So when you say best Matt LaFleur game in a while, last week was pretty damn good from LaFleur. You know what I mean? Like, it's just different horses for different courses. There was one way to beat the Vikings. It's a different way to beat the Lions. Nothing wrong with that approach, rather than doing the same thing week after week after week. I think Matt's been pretty damn good since the Eagles game, is where I'm at. Mimsy, what's up? Oh, I got that one. E4, what's going on, man? Mentioned this before, but today I am so grateful for it. With an old DVD burner and DVD RAM, I am able to sync the game with Wayne and Larry. What a great combo on a game like today's. I mean, obviously, if you're unable to join us for watch party, that's a great way to go about it. E4. I kid. Yes, Wayne and Larry are the gold standard. No question about it. Christopher, what's going on, man? Matt LaFleur needs a game ball. He rode with his guys today. This is what the detractors have wanted. I'm not a detractor, but the head coach showing confidence in his guys changes the calculus, even if it fails. I mean, look, when you're confident enough to go win the game on offense rather than punt away and play defense, that says something, right? Especially in that environment, on the road, against that team that has given you hell throughout the last couple of years. It's big time, no doubt about it. GB Faithful, what's up? Go, and I mean really fucking go, Pack, go. Well played. Soder, Eeyore number 1. What do you got to complain about? What's going on? Felt like the Packers controlled that game from the start. Never talk about Matt LaFleur or Love not having it for the rest of 2025. Look, I understand that there will be adversity still to come in this season, and people will be, quote unquote, out or waiting to pounce on whatever trials and tribulations they go through. But you and I both know, yeah, they're a pretty damn good combination. Matt's a really good head coach. Jordan's a fucking phenomenal young quarterback. People are going to bitch. People are going to complain. Just set to ignore. You know, there are going to be problems. There are going to be mistakes. There are going to be issues. I get it. But man, they are really fucking good. No doubt. Johnny Rivers, how are you, man? Packers gave us a lot to be thankful for. Go, Pack, go. I mean, quite a bit. On, pretty much every level. It is great to be a Packers fan. And I am thankful for it. Peter, thank you, sir. Go, Pack, go, and happy Thanksgiving from Germany, Nags. Hell yeah. Are you worried Goody will be charged with elder abuse against Jerry Jones? I don't know about all that, but certainly thankful for Jerry. Although, look, I know the Cowboys are playing right now. I don't know what the score is. Let me take a look here really quick. 14-10 Kansas City. But, they're coming off a pretty significant win of their own against the Eagles. Obviously rooting for the Chiefs in this particular game today because, you want all the NFC teams to lose. But, that defense seems to be kind of figuring it out. But yes, very, 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 very thankful for Jerry trading us Micah Parsons, who was absolutely fucking outstanding today. PD, what's up, man? Go, Pack, go. I am so thankful for CHTV and all that you do. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. Bobby, how are you? That felt like a playoff win. Go, Pack, go. I mean, LaFleur echoing those sentiments in his post-game presser, saying it was a playoff atmosphere. No doubt about it. And look, you talk about a significant blow for the Lions' playoff chances. Today was a monster hit. Make no mistake about it. That is a tough, tough game for them to lose. They needed that game way more than the Packers did. And the Packers still took it to them. Hate to see it, except you love to see it. Faithful, thanks again, man. That's an NFC North winning level win. Yes, it is. Trampus, how you doing? Told my dad, better hope this team wins tomorrow because the Packers whooping the Bears' ass next week. Go Pack, go. I do like that they get this kind of extended mini break before facing the Bears. Now, of course, it's 1 day advantage because the Bears play tomorrow, but I do love the ability to kind of reset, especially in light of the Devontae Wyatt injury, which obviously sucks, but the ability to kind of reset, hopefully get a few guys healed up and then get the Bears, a couple times in a couple of weeks. It's kind of crazy, but yes, specifically this game at Lambeau. Let's go. Let's bring it. Porkmaster, how are you, sir? Told my family I wish Jordan would let Christian chase the ball instead of the 50-50 jumpers. The next play, they hit that. I thought I had the shining. Well, I get it. I mean, the first one that was where Watson has a step on his defender, Love is falling away a little bit, but I do believe there's a rusher coming at him, so he's not going to step into it and take a blast, right? It certainly would love for him to be able to hit that. Watson should catch that, though, by the way. I mean, that was one of, I want to say, 3 that Love basically gives him an opportunity, and he needs to come down with that he doesn't, right? But yes, then lo and behold, a couple drives later, I think it was a couple drives later, maybe 1 or 2 drives later, Watson smokes him on the out and up and perfectly placed ball from Love. Absolutely love to see it. Jeezy, baby. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for the support. I am thankful for the win and CHTV. Tough news about Wyatt, though. J-Mo should be more concerned with catching the ball than busting chops. I mean, yeah, I'm sure lots of folks will see the clip of me going absolutely insane during watch party. Look, I think he's a very young, talented player, but he and Keyshawn both drive me insane with all the post-play jawing. But hey, you can do all that if you can deliver. But if you don't, it's going to get called out. Have fun this week. That's all I can say about that. Big Al, what's up? Micah Parsons having himself a game, and Aiden Hutchinson was quiet for the most part, and go Pack go. Yeah, I just mentioned that a little bit ago. I mean, once again, just like in week 1, Packers had a plan, man, and they executed at a very high level. Also, much of that was just Zach Tom. Here's the other part. Like, Zach Tom was having a really good game, but there were certainly moments. There's one play in particular where Wiley comes down and has a phenomenal chip of Hutchinson. So physical and so kind of powerful that he knocks Hutchinson off the edge into like the B gap. It was he just like knocked him 2 gaps over. Just outstanding stuff. Again, a great plan, very well executed by the Packers. Mason, what's going on, man? For some reason, the Thanksgiving meal tastes better now. Go Pack go. Man, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Frankly, what's up? What do you think of the halftime show? That was fun. Best NFL halftime show in forever. Jack White is the truth. That was phenomenal. If you didn't like it, I am sorry for your deafness. Holy cow, that was outstanding. Soder, how you doing, brother? Packers wore the Lions D down. Well done, Matt LaFleur and Love. They really did. I mean, especially coming off a short week. The Lions had played essentially another quarter, given the overtime contest against the Giants. They were very patient in most of this game. Love the approach on offense, definitely. Faithful, thanks again, man. Whelan is top 3. Guy is seriously good. Wow. I mean, that one that he hits, what is it, 72 yards that bounces twice, does go into the end zone. Would have loved to have a gunner down there, but man, they still netted 52 yards on the punt. That's a field flipper from deep in your own end. So good. He is so good, man. Anderson, what's up? Having an extra piece of pie in honor of Wicks. There's a lot of things to have it in honor of, but Dontavian Wicks is certainly one of them. I'm with you there. MA, what's going on, man? Should we look for some more D-line with Wyatt out? I would suspect they may look at their practice squad, but they will undoubtedly monitor how Brooks is doing on hopefully his return back, and they'll roll with the young guys that they got. That's just the Packers way. Now, they'll probably have some guys in for workouts. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of scour the waiver wire, as it were, but yeah, I'd be surprised if there was some major move. That doesn't mean they won't. Doesn't mean they won't be making calls and stuff like that. But They're certainly not going to, you know, make a big swing, some retired guy or whatever. They'll roll with what they got most likely. Faithful, what's up? Just realized I have 2 Carry the G memberships. LOL. Well, give one of those away, dog. Come on now. Soder, thanks again. I don't want to litigate Eeyore status via super chat, but I was really upbeat today. Feel like I earned Christopher Robin status today. See, Soder, but this comes back to what we were talking about on transplants. It's great because the Packers won, right? They played well and blah, blah, blah. So now you're upbeat. It's great. But we'll get to happy hour and you'll have thought about it and you'll think about the bad plays and you'll get all upset about stuff that didn't work out and whatever. And then, you'll talk about whatever's upsetting you. It's not so much like the chat that makes you Eeyore number one. It's the fact that, we see you on happy hour every week. And then that's where kind of the negativity comes out. And I'm so worried about XYZ and, oh, woe is the Packers because of something that happened with David Whitehurst back in like the late 70s, early 80s, blah, blah, blah. Look, man, we know we love you, but you got to admit, you can find any occasion to harken back to bad times and think that's where the Packers are headed at any moment. Love you, brother. Metal thrashing. What's going on? Campbell done got out Campbelled. He really did. I mean, 3 of 3 on 4th down for the Packers, 0 for 2 on 4th down from the Lions. Never before has Campbell been out Campbelled to such an extent. Carter Hawkins, how are you? I blame duress. First words baby speak in Detroit. Look, there's certainly a gripe to be made if you're a Lions fan about Matt LaFleur being granted that timeout after Anthony Belton clearly false started. And that timeout was not called for until after the false start. I will just say this. I'll just say this, Detroit fans. Let's say they do call that false start, right? They do get knocked back a little bit. Fine. You just give Jordan Love more time and more space to throw a touchdown pass. Like, as it turns out, he makes one immediately after that play, on the motion to Dobbs, and he knows he's got man coverage, and Dobbs in the front corner of the end zone, touchdown, right? So instead, he's back a little bit. And instead of Dobbs on motion and in the back corner or front corner of the end zone, he does Dobbs the other way in motion and does a corner out for a touchdown. Just imagine that, because he was scoring either way. You know this. Don't get it twisted. Jordan Love was inevitable today. What else we got? Stephenson just came back from an Irish pub full of Packers fans here in Stuttgart. Way too many beer and work morning coming up too fast. So what? Go Pack, go. Yeah. So what? So what? Come on now. I mean, I'm on my 4th or 5th beer plus an old fashioned. I mean, here in America, it's a holiday. Come on now. You got work in the morning. So what? Come on. It's a Friday. You can be late. They'll understand. Maybe. Henwood, how you doing? Happy Thursday from Canada. Great to see you guys last week. Go Pack, go. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you and appreciate the support. Thanks so much. Green Bay, Matty Day. What's up, Matty Day? Jordan Love looking awesome. Tempted to hang 10's jersey in Canton already, but I ought to slow down. Look at you. Look at you. Well played, Matty Day. Yes, check out the Motelman remix of Slow Down by Hang 10. Available wherever you stream your music. Right now. Released today. Love you, Matty. Hope you're well. It was great to see you last week in Green Bay, dude. Heidi, thank you for the super chat. Nags, now we get to enjoy the rest of our Victory Thanksgiving stress-free. Enjoy. Go Pack, go. Really is the best part. You get a big, fat Packers W stuffed in your back pocket. Absolutely love it. Stephenson, thanks again, man. Sign Raji now. We're back. Raji will never disappear from this chat. I swear to God. I mean, not a bad idea. Can he still ball? Let's go. Let's test it out. I'm here for it. E4, what's up? No kickers blues. Yay. Nice to have a kicker who, by the way, in pregame was making 62-yarders. If we had allowed him to kick one in the game, maybe he sets the record. Who knows? Pac-Man, hell yes. Huge shout out to Rasheed Walker for that recovery. Reflexes like a cat. How about that, huh? Not too shabby. This can only be from Facebook. Is he coming back? If you mean Raji, no, he's not coming back. It's a joke, my guy. Raji's long retired and out of the league and done. I know people come back retirement-wise, but that's usually a year or two after. Like, Raji's gone, man. That ain't happening. Wicks, no shoe, needed love that play. Amy, I think it's on the call when on Watch Party. I was like, skying over that they lost his shoe and first down. Game's over. So good. So good. D. Morse. I'm on my fourth spotted cow as well, Nags. That's my guy. Come on now. Go, Pack, go, baby. The Ore King, how you doing, man? Just got home from work. Got to watch the game on my phone. Thank God. What a freaking game. Go, Pack, go. Hell yes. See, that's so... I wish that had been around as a younger man. I remember having to, like, listen to games intermittently on the radio when I was working. When I was down in North Carolina, I was a waiter at a restaurant, and the Packers were playing the Lions. I think it was the Lions. It was on a national... I was thinking it was a Monday Night Football. And we had the radio on in the kitchen. So whenever I would go back for an order, I'd like stay just a little longer than I should just to listen to the updates. And then I'd have to go do my job, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if I had just had a phone, I could just have it with me and check it out, check the score at least, play-by-play maybe. Been great. Oh, look at this. We got spam. We got spam in here. Come on now. We don't need that. No spam in here. Is this 3 Thanksgiving games J-Love has won? No, it is not. This is 3 games on Thanksgiving that the Packers have won when quarterbacked by Jordan Love. Important distinction. Quarterback wins and losses are not a stat. Just so we're all aware. Just trying to keep you guys honest. Let's go. Carl, what's going on, man? These chumps on ESPN who, quote, couldn't trust Love will be turning heel this weekend. Count on it. P.S. Brady looks like an AI version of himself. Yeah, hey, if you're Tom Brady, you can look like whatever the hell you want to look like. You've done everything in life. Like, what are you going to tell Tom Brady? Like nothing, right? God bless him. Living the American dream. What else we got here, folks? We got that. Mimsy, thanks again, buddy. Buffalo Wild Wings ass refs keeping it close. I mean, I love it. I love stirring the pot like that because, you know, there's clearly the third down where the Packers throw to Watson and Watson's arm is impeded and it's no flag, right? And then on the next Lions drive, their guy, like, legit just runs into Keyshawn Nixon at the top of his route on a third down where the Packers should have been off the field, but they get a call. And I'm somewhat joking when I say, oh, got to keep America watching, but it is frustrating. You know, let's just have some consistency here. That's all I ask for. Never get it, especially with Ron fucking Torbert as your official. But yeah, that's the shit that drives you nuts. No doubt about it. But hey, look, last year, there were a couple calls that went the Packers, that didn't go the Packers' way when they were in Detroit on that Thursday nighter, the Amazon game. Today, they had a few that went their way, a couple that didn't go their way. Packers overcame it because that's all you can do. You can complain about it, and certainly it's there to complain about, but all you can do is not leave it up to the refs and make the plays. And that's what the Packers did today. 1,000,000,000%. GB Faithful, what's up? Aaron coming to Minneapolis on January 4th. Not happening, man. Not happening. I'm going to be in New Orleans for New Year's and then just back to New York for Watch Party. So I got enough traveling in my life at the moment. George, how you doing, man? I would have gave Walker the MVP for that fumble recovery. That could have changed the game. Hey, man, each and every one, every single play, playing a million miles an hour, got to deliver, and he most certainly did. Johnny on the spot there. Serious, excellent work from Rasheed Walker. All right, folks, got to get going. Cannot thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers after a phenomenal performance for the green and gold. Packers in control now. Got to root for the Eagles tomorrow to take down the Bears to set up a monster showdown for first place in the NFC North next Sunday. Cannot thank you, each and every one of you, enough for hanging out and talking Packers on Cheesehead TV. The way any of you utilize the site, the brand, whether it is the video side or the social side or the website, thank you so much. You talk about Thanksgiving and being thankful. Guys, I live a dream. I get to talk about the Packers each and every day with people from all over the world, most of whom I'll never meet, but we all love the green and gold. And it's moments like this in front of a national audience, nay, a worldwide audience. They have a big, big victory late in the season, playoffs coming up. This is what I love. And the fact that you all are along for the ride with Cheesehead TV, because look, we're all in service of the Green Bay Packers. Like that's, the main dish, obviously. That's the turkey, as it were. We're just like the cranberry sauce for the Green Bay Packers. And the fact that you guys like cranberry sauce is amazing to me. All right, folks, speaking of, I got to go eat. Thank you so much. Please hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great holiday. Talk to you soon. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Go Pack Go.